In the most recent episode of the Vile Files podcast, the expecting mother talked passionately about how she celebrated her 33rd birthday. After being released from prison, Gypsy-Rose Blanchard will always remember her first birthday. Blanchard, who was released from prison on Thursday, December 28, 2023, after serving 8 years for her role in the murder of her mother, Claudine D.D. Blanchard, talked candidly about her first birthday celebration as a free woman during an appearance on the Wednesday, October 16 edition of the Vile Files podcast. When host Nick Vile asked the pregnant mother what her favorite holiday to celebrate since leaving prison has been, she talked about what it was like to turn 33 on Saturday, July 27. The Gypsy-Rose Blanchard claims that until she was sent to prison, she was not taught how to use a tampon, exclusive. My birthday, actually, she answered. I know it's not a holiday, but in the past, birthdays for me have been complicated. And in prison the last 8.5 years. My birthdays have been nothing more than my roommates making me a paper card, she said with emotion. Here it is, the PUPLE puzzler crossword. How soon are you able to solve it? Play right now. So my family, my dad, Rod Blanchard, my stepmom, Christy Blanchard, they all had us a little luncheon for my birthday. And then Ken Urker had taken me to the Ritz-Carlton for a fancy dinner, Blanchard added. The gypsy, after serving time in prison, Rose Blanchard hopes to increase her social media following to create change, exclusive. She giggled when she explained that she had merely eaten a Caesar salad and French fries for dinner, and that Urker had made the whole day so sweet. He also cooked me a cake. He had to redo it because he burned the first one. That cake was the result of a lot of love, she remarked. I thought it was so sweet. However, Blanchard, who suffered from Munchausen syndrome by proxy, a type of child abuse in which a guardian fabricates or incites sickness to elicit sympathy, said that celebrating birthdays while incarcerated helped her discover her true age. Get the best of people, from celebrity news to gripping human interest stories, sent straight to your inbox by subscribing to their free daily newsletter. Once I was told my real age, I was able to start celebrating and getting older, she stated. Gypsy said to Deborah Roberts, I feel conflicted, of course. I'm not searching for fame. I used to say, I think I'm infamous, and then it became well known. In an exclusive interview with PUPL just before her release from prison on December 28, Gypsy, who rose to fame after planning to murder her violent mother, made a similar statement. Gypsy tells PUPL, I was never one of those kids who wanted to be famous. Being a singer was not my dream. Acting was not what I wanted to do. My goal was to be something that had an impact. After pleading guilty to the 2015 murder of her mother, D.D. Blanchard, for which she received a 10-year sentence, Gypsy was given parole 8 years later. Nicholas Gojon, Gypsy's ex-boyfriend, was found guilty of murder in 2019 and given a life sentence. When Gypsy, a Munchausen-by-proxy victim, tried to flee her mother's torture, the couple planned to murder D.D. I'm Ready Gypsy-Rose Blanchard, who was sentenced to 10 years in prison, was released early when her mother was murdered, exclusive. Gypsy told GMA, I don't think my mother is a monster. She was plagued by numerous demons. I merely wanted to get out of my predicament, and I believed it was the only way to do so. I didn't want her dead. Since then, her narrative has been the subject of a number of television shows, such as the 2017 HBO documentary Mommy Dead and Dearest, and the forthcoming Lifetime documentary series, The Prison Confessions of Gypsy-Rose Blanchard, which premieres tonight. Roberts also questioned Gypsy on the circumstances surrounding the murder on GMA. Although she managed to get sober while incarcerated, the recent parolee admitted to having a painkiller addiction at the time. Gypsy declared, I don't blame anything, not even drugs. I don't justify myself. During the interview, Gojohn's life sentence was mentioned. Her co-conspirator will not be eligible for release, unlike Gypsy. Would you want to read the most recent coverage of crimes? For updates on current trials, details on interesting unsolved cases, and breaking crime news, subscribe to People's free true crime newsletter. After stating that she is certain we both have a lot of regrets, Gypsy wished him well on his journey. Gypsy married Ryan Scott Anderson, a Louisiana special education teacher, while incarcerated. After Gypsy was released from Chillicothe Correctional Center, Anderson picked her up, and the two are eager to begin their lives together. However, she pointed out that they are both adjusting to her increased notoriety.